Welcome back, my fellow Autonauts. Now, there's been a recent update here called Autonauts. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. So, take a look at this. We can see that there is some new things that we have here, such as a block door, stone arch, and whatnot. Mad Hatter, and different clothings that are available right down here as well, with some new bot variants. Cool. So there's a bit of new content down here. We can get kind of a preview there. We've got new hats. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Look at those mortals. Ugh. They look so demanding. Little gnomes. Check that robot out. That looks kind of cool. So there might be some new stuff to play with. Matter of fact, if we take a look inside of here, whoop, we can at least see the robots. Yes, those are the most interesting things to me. So look at this variant. That's kind of cool. So that's the preview there. But the Mark IIs are a little bit more interesting. Check that out. Okay, cool. I could definitely see myself building some of these. It requires an unlock of transportation, which I have yet to do. So this gives me a good goal here. Let's go ahead and try to make some of these vehicles. I've always been curious about those. So let's go ahead and try to make some of that. So here, down here, somewhere inside of here, is going to be transportation, like the wheelbarrow or the crude cart. I have no idea what is involved with all of that, but let's give it a try. What do we need? The vehicle assembly unit. Lots of crude wheels and stuff, so not too bad. A box frame, I'm about to unlock that. This stuff might be really good. All right, let's make the vehicle assembly unit. Logs, panels, and square frames. Now, in the last episode, we built quite a few facilities that are going to be making more panels and whatnot, so hopefully we have some of that on hand. Oh, yes, we do. I guess I already have one of those. Requires flooring and walls, although we do have a new door now. So if we take a look at that, that's what the new crude arch door looks like. Or we can do the stone block door if you're real fancy and you have a bunch of shaped stones around. I'm not that fancy yet. There's a fair amount of things I've yet to get into. Speaking of things that we can get into, in case you're wondering what this game has in store for it, there's this whole free content update all the way through April 2020 roadmap right here. So you can see we have Autonauts. This is the little upgrade we got right now. Some new recipes, new apparels, gnomes. December, we're going to have some new floral fauna, Christmassy stuff. And then you get into January, and we have trains. Ooh. All right. So we have to at least get to the end of the technology tree in order to, potentially get into Steam. Aquariums and whatnot in February, March. Some new buildings, some new floral, a bunny-looking thing. Oh no, and then you get into April, and you have to deal with art. Ooh, but an oil refinery. I feel so far from the end of the tech tree at this point. If you just take a look at my mortals right here, I'm only up to level 3, and this can go up a long ways. Come on, research. Move a little bit faster. Please. Alright, so we now have many doors. That's good. And you know what? I think I have many window frames as well. Haha. Alright, so let's try to expand this area right down here. Just a little bit. Maybe like that much. Oh. We do have to try the new crude arch door, don't we? Although I have doors now, so let's just go ahead and throw the doors on. Alright, so I have this new area down here where I can build some stuff, which is good. Let's go ahead and throw in the vehicle assembly unit. Holy moly, is that thing... That takes up a lot of space. Let's get rid of these walls. Alright, so if I wanted to make a wheelbarrow, I need some square frames, some crude wheels, an axle, and poles. Does anybody remember where I'm making axles? Way over here for some reason. I just need to build like a massive factory or something. My logistics are starting to get very spread out, at least that's my feeling. This would actually be really much better off right over here. Alright, research thing, I want to move you right over here. There you go. Matter of fact, I'm going to rotate it. No. Now I just have a lot of confused bots right here in the middle. What else is new? Alright, there we go. We'll just move some of that stuff over there. I don't really need more of this at the moment. So you are just going to get out of the way. I noticed that I'm producing way too many pegs over here. So I'm just altering the code of all of these bots just to have a wait command. So all I do is right click in the same spot twice, and that's how I get that. Just giving these a little 5-second delay. All right, so hopefully this way we don't make too many pegs. All right, getting back to our vehicles over here, we need square frames, crude wheels, bunch of axes and poles. So let's go ahead and supply everything I need for that. Does anybody get a bot? Free bot. Lindsay, you actually right here have no code anymore. We'll use a basic bot for this one. You only have to go all the way over here, which I know is so far away. Pick that up and move it over here. Well, crap, that didn't work. Here's another useless bot. You're about to be repurposed. You need to pick up, well, everything else is really far away. But you know what, I think we need panels here. So go ahead and just pick up a panel and deliver down here. Just forever and ever. Just here, we'll get rid of that. No! Set it to a wheelbarrow. There we go. See, now you can apply it. There is a strategy to what I'm trying to do here. I want to be able to build either the crude cart or the wheelbarrow, depending on what I set this to. No, no, I'm not gonna do that. That was a fun thought, but nope. Joshua, I have no use for you, so you're just gonna end up in the attic. Ha! Just like that. Did you see that robot? It just went and picked up the panels and put it right back in there. It's cleaning up after me. Thank you, robot. As you can see, my strategy for the delay and the pegs has worked out so great. Look at this. Vehicle assembly unit 1. Wow. 1. Your job is going to be to go pick up some crude wheels and bring them back. Where's the crude wheels? Has anybody seen those? I see crude gear. Aha! I have found it. It couldn't be further away. Oh! Research complete. We now have a box frame and a triangle frame. Which means we have more recipes to tackle. So that's like cranks and stuff. Okay, so that's poles, fixing peg, and square frames. Wait, box frames, square frames, poles, pegs. Did I leave enough room to expand this? Maybe to the left? No. To the right? Barely. But technically, yes. Oh boy, so now I gotta build more things. Triangle frame, square frame. But before that, let's go ahead and finish this. Vehicle assembly unit. You're for station 1. You're going to go find that crude axle. You know, way over here. All right, so until your hands are full or empty, there you go. See, it doesn't really take a whole lot to make this, so that's shouldn't be too bad. All right, so let's take a look at this crude wheelbarrow. It's currently set up to make an unlimited amount of these, but let's just see what happens when we get one of those. All right, so this is a wheelbarrow. Control left click to take control, control right click to release. What can I put inside of there? Can I put like a panel in there? Oh, I can load up to 5 inside of there? What? Well, that really allows you to move a lot of stuff from one spot to another. What about something slightly more normal, like blades of grass? You can hold 20 inside of there? Whoa, look at that stack. I would say your wheelbarrow is fully loaded. Okay, so this definitely adds something to the whole logistics game here. I think we can make ourselves move quite a bit of stuff here. There's definitely a good reason to have a wheelbarrow. Let's unload this real quick. No, unload it. Stop. And we're going to make a crude cart, because that seems like you can make even more. Okay. Geez, how many did I make in this short amount of time? Alright. So that was a few. Can I load multiple things into it? That would be cool. Nope, I can't. Alright, so now I need some bots for box frames and triangles. And you know what that means? I need more bots. Alright, so I've managed to automate triangles. That wasn't too bad. So now for squares. Box frame. Alright, so for my peg box, this thing needs to be able to carry 8 total. So we're going to do a little bit more fancy with the programming, just slightly. So we're just going to tell them to store that until your hands are full. And then deliver this. And retrieve until your hands are empty. That's it. I could just carry a little bit more that way. Okay, we now have a box. I'm going to find this and put it into there. What I like to do, starting to get into the habit of this, is now I find the nearest box, except for I'm taking this, I'm editing the area, just setting it to max, pretty much any box in this area. I want you to continue to do that until you no longer find a box, and then go and build another box. So just that little arrow right there actually seems to do pretty good. So if I were to hit stop right now, you can see that we're going to have a couple of boxes. I'll start it over. We'll actually make a few more. All right, so you can see that there's currently 2 down here. There's going to be a total of 3 boxes. This bot here should actually find all 3 and pick it up and put it inside of here. Except for I put a crude scythe in there. Sorry about that. Yo, box. Ah, stop. Drop everything you got. Try it again. But this is a good test. We now have a box way over here that's way out of place. However, we should be able to find it and put it in here. See, it's looking, it's finding, it's now putting it in there. It's found the box that it had to drop way over here, and it's bringing it back. Awesome, and now there's nothing there, so it goes and makes another one. And then once this thing is full, well, it's just going to get stuck right here in the code, so it'll just kind of wait. Cool, so I'm going to apply that same thing to this square box. There you go, now look everywhere. There you go. Just clean all of that up for me. Thank you. All right, so now I need 2 more bots over here. We got box frame and panel. So this is for the vehicle assembly unit. All right, so now let's take a look at this cart. Okay, cool, interesting. You kind of push it around. Man, I thought you would pull it. Never mind. But how much can I fit in there? How many poles? 32 poles. Okay. But how many blades of grass? That's our new measurement standard. 32. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger than the wheelbarrow. Nice. Okay, now this makes me wonder, how do we actually make use of such a vehicle? I mean, I understand that I could give this to a robot and have it move from one area to the other in order to move a lot of stuff. But how do you automate with it? Let's see here. If I click on you, record, if we control left click, you're going to find the nearest cart. Okay. And then you're going to move to a different location and then disengage the cart. All right, let's try another scenario here. Let's just record this. Let's say we want to pick up out of this area or this crate here and then load it into a cart. Move to cart, load into cart, add to cart. Well, it doesn't make me search for an area. Oh, there we go. Find nearest crude cart and then add to it. Aha! So what this means is I can have one robot that pretty much runs between one spot and another spot, and then I can have robots that just look for a cart in that area and then unload it. And then I should be able to say, some sort of command and say until question mark is full or not full, and then point that at the cart. Ha! That's how you do it. Okay, but what do I really want to apply it to? You know what? Let's try to do it with the fishing sticks here. I'm gonna go ahead and just move this. Okay, move that out of the way. We don't need that. Move these fishing sticks right over here. It's kind of out of the way. How many robots do I have in this one spot? Okay, there you go. Okay, robot, find the nearest cart and engage. There we go. But I don't want you to do that. All you need to do is move between 2 spots. You're going to move here, and then you're going to wait until your cart is full. And then you're going to move right down here until your cart is empty. So if I just wanted this robot to move from one spot to the other, that should be all I need to do. All right, so your job, sir, is to pick up sticks, and you're going to load them into this cart. Except for we're not going to look in this entire area, we're just going to look in this small area. And that's your job forever. Very simple. So this robot right here is just going to unload and load constantly. I don't actually need a big Mark II robot to do this sort of thing. But what I should see is that my robot down here that's waiting for a full load should just wait until the sticks are completely full. Now let's go ahead and see if I can speed up this code a little bit. All right, so there we go. Until hands are full, until hands are empty, or just on repeat. I don't know, we'll see. Doesn't want to pick up usually fast enough there. Yeah, interesting that it's not doing until hands are full at all. Oh, it must be because it's holding a tool. All right, whatever. It's fast enough, I guess. So there goes that big old cart. And now that is going to be wheeled all the way down here. Where again, I'm just going to have the same sort of robot that's just going to pick up out of that and actually deliver it into the other location. So you're going to look for anything, well, a cart, I should say, in, whoa, not everywhere. Edit the area right down here. Now this is another thing where I could possibly use a sign, put it right here, and then just have its spot be like right in these two spots. So then I could just attach that to a sign if I wanted to kind of make this more of a system. And then we just load it up there, just like that, continuous. Fairly simple, actually. So all I'm moving is from one crate to the other. I'm just using a robot to move quite a bit more. So that's pretty cool. We can ship stuff from one spot to the other by using these carts. Cool. And in this case, it's going to keep these robots nice and active. All right, so that's working out really good. I like that. I think I'll make use of that more often. So rather than worrying about trying to build everything right next to wherever it needs to go, maybe I could just build up a lot of stuff in one spot and then kind of ship it from one area to the next. Now I haven't automated the production of carts at this point because, well, I would just make a whole lot of them. All I have to do is turn one robot on and I could just make a bunch of them, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. However, I do have box frames now and triangles. So, a couple more robots and I'll be able to add that to everything I need up here, which means I might actually be able to build my latest wonder, which is this guy, the giant water wheel. Do I not have space for it? Oh, it needs to be built in the water. Oh no, bots. Okay. Oh, and it needs to be built in shallow water. All right, we'll build it right here. Logs, pegs, some triangles. Okay, so I need something that actually requires box frames. How about a windmill? Select the structure. There you go. You've now been trained. Have fun. All right, so to build this wonder, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pick up the sign and we're going to move it for just a moment here. Now, all of my robots should start to supply everything they need here for this giant water wheel. Hold up, let me just rotate that so that we can see it from the side. I think it'll look cooler. Yes, there we go. We're good on planks. You know what? Things are not being overproduced as much. Maybe a little bit, but not too bad. Oh, okay, here we go. Just need to record this one. Until hands are full. Thank you. Supply it to this thing until hands are empty. Look at the sign. All of this construction. It's a beautiful sight. Ooh, I think that's going to... All right, we got the base frame done, just like that. Well, now what do we need? More triangles, more logs. 18? Holy moly. Come on, bots, you can do it. We're gonna build this wonder in no time flat. How are we doing on logs? Wow, you know what? We're keeping up with it. Not bad. All right, it's about to be nighttime. I'm gonna put some torches around this so we can, catch it on fire and watch it burn. All right, I'm kind of waiting for the triangle frame thing, dude. What's up? Are you really waiting on pegs? You know what? We might have so many different bots interacting with the storage here that my robots can't actually make it happen? There isn't like a window of opportunity? Dude, just take it out of the box. That's all you need to do. Look at the pegs, they're just flying. Oh, come on, man. Come on, it isn't that hard. We have an entire wonder and it's waiting on you, bud. Jeez, look at that. All 15 bots are running here. Oh, you must have something in your hands. All right, try it again. That's it. Oh, you probably had a chunk of triangle in your hand because your last move isn't to drop everything. Aha. Here, let me show you how to do this. Okay, so what you want to do is to drop all. That's it. No! Let's try that again. Okay, there you go. Now you've got pegs. Good job. Now you're gonna find the nearest one. You're gonna put it in the box. Oh, hey, look, you found another one. The one you dropped over here. You're gonna pick that up. You're gonna put it back in the box just to keep everything nice and clean. Good job. And there you go. You know what? I think I'm going to change up your stuff a little bit here. Till hands are full, till hands are empty. There you go. Give that a go. I can move a little bit more each time. There we go. Now we make 2 each time. Perfect. Good deal. Now, build me a wonder. Ooh, look at this bot way up here. And that is 2 of 3. We're getting closer. Now do we... Holy moly, 24 panels. Oh, giant row of robots. Get back to work. You know, I would say I don't overproduce pegs quite as much. However, take that with a grain of salt. Maybe they should wait longer than 5 seconds. It's just like that. Alright, whatever. Okay, so I've been able to confirm my theory here that robots will queue up delivering to a building, and then there might be another robot in queue. So once they all arrive, they actually start to load this thing continuously. So having multiple robots feeding into the same recipe requires all of them to be present. Otherwise, they end up waiting on the next bot. So that's why some of my buildings end up getting paused before they're completed, because they're just waiting for the next robot. I can see that happening here with pegs, because I have more than enough robots over here with holding pegs. They're just waiting on another robot to go and take some out of the storage. Look at this madness. What? Alright, so while we're stacking all of this stuff up here, check this out. The fishing area over here is full of activity. Look at that, we have tons and tons of salmon over here. We are keeping up with that, believe it or not. It's right around 60. It's kind of maintained a nice even balanced. Not that I actually planned it to be balanced, but hey, you know what? I'll go with it. And then we have lots and lots of soup down here. You can see these robots running back and forth continuously. And we're moving lots of woof all over here to our research. So I'm doing multiple things that I'm researching right now. I've got metalwork under research here, and I've got pots under research there. So that one's 250,000, I think. And the other one is behind a pig. No, it's behind 300,000. So I've completed 28,000 on that one and another 15,000 on that one. My current plan is to just let that run for a little while. Not worry about scaling it up just yet. Just kind of let the game run. There's no real time limit that I'm working towards, so that's plan A. Do you think I have enough pegs? The weight thing, I guess, hasn't done anything at all. I really wanted to believe, though. Hey, we've completed the giant water wheel. How cool is that thing? Ooh, fancy. I like it. Now let's go ahead and take this sign. We're going to bring it right back up here, and we're going to make a windmill. What does it require? Good gears and everything? Not too bad. I could probably make several windmills. I don't even know what I'm going to use windmills for, but I know that I want more of them. Oh, look at this. All of my fishing robots have stopped moving. What are we waiting for? I got it. We're waiting for this thing. Fish sticks, what are you doing, man? Hasn't anybody ever taught you how to drop what's in your hands? Alright, let's take a look here. There was one thing I was trying to do here to get to robot number 2. Or whatever it is. The transportation. Crude carts made. I need to make another 2 of those. Crude wheelbarrows used. 4 of 100? Wow! Well, we can make the carts. That's easy enough. Just gotta find what bot down here is actually stopped. Okay, we'll put it all in a team. Hit stop, hit go. Uh-oh. One of my other robots didn't make it into the team. It's the square frame guy. There you go. Oh, we're waiting on panels. I wonder why. Darn it. What we're not waiting on is triangles, frames, door frames, none of that. We got plenty of that. Okay, so in the meantime, here's what I'm going to do. I just need to use a wheelbarrow, right? So did that count? All I did is pick it up and move it. 4 of 100. Crude wheelbarrow used. Crude cart used. Okay, wait. Joshua, have I got a job for you? Okay, forget everything you know, all right? Yeah, you the other Joshua? Okay, stop. Everything you know. Okay, so we're gonna take this wheelbarrow, and we're just gonna put it right here. Joshua, what I want you to do is pick up out of here and put it into this wheelbarrow. Can you do that for me forever and ever? Thank you. And you, I want you to pick up out of this wheelbarrow and put it into this storage box. Now, if I just pin this to my task manager, we'll kind of see where we're at here. Transportation. You can see we're currently up to 8 of 100. Problem solved. Look at this, we're already up to 10 of 100. Perfect. Now I just need some more carts. Seriously, whose idea was it to build all of these windmills? Most of them are already supplied with everything they need except for the good gear. So I guess it's just going to be a matter of time. And speaking of that, boom, we just got a cart. Okay, so there's another cart. That's good. I can go ahead and turn that team off because I don't need you to be running. Now we just gotta wait for Joshua over here. Come on, dude. 75 of 100. Come on, man. Joshua, you're the slowest robot in the universe. Come on, man. Move a little bit faster. Put some hustle in it. I'm about to start moving some of these myself. 92. 93. Hey, but look at this. Look at how well that's working. See? Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Look at all those fish. Look at all that fish soup. Delicious. Yes! We now have the Bot Drive Mark II Variant 3. And we've got a new slab. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Because I want to see a robot like that. I'm kind of tired of our old robots at this point. Oh, but that's not good because I'm already building a lot of them. Well, now. Oh boy, stop adding stuff to the pile. There we go. Let's try to, this is going to be a disaster trying to reset all of this. Oh no, stop. I want the new legs. It's all the same recipe, except for the part where you're holding the different variant. All right, so I guess there's only one thing for me to do right now, and that's just to make sure that we build up everything that we have. Oh, you know what? Never mind, we can just upgrade a lot of the robots I already have. I know one team that's always looking for more upgrades. It's the upgrade, the construction team. Come on to me, there you go. And how about the cereal team? Stop it to me, man. There we go. No, never mind, the cereal's already been completely upgraded. Go back to work. Who hasn't been upgraded? Oh, the disgusting Feed Mortals team. Stop to me. Come here, Lindsay's. I didn't mean to call you disgusting. You're kind of a low tier, that's all. I don't know if that was any less brutal. All right, you know what's weird about this game is you can't pick up salmon and throw them in the stone head. It's like, oh, it's a living creature. Mind you, this living creature has come out of the water because we stabbed it with a stick, and then we take it, apparently still alive, and cut it into little pieces. But can we throw it inside of the mythic destruction machine? No. That would be too harsh. So now I'm stuck over here with a pile of fish. Okay, what do we got? 3 more head upgrades and then we'll be done. Oh, look at these Lindsay bots. Everything was upgraded except for her legs. Sorry, I'm gonna have to rename this the Lurda team. All right, construction team, get back to work. Oh my, look at how many robots there are. Okay, now we just need to reset all of these because they're actually something different now. And then I need to go through and retrain my robots. All right, now it's time to retrain the Autobots. Okay, come to me. Drop everything. There we go. This looks like it's going to be a great robot. All right, let's get a look at this latest creation. Yes, this makes a lot of sense. And there we have it, the new bot. Kind of an interesting looking thing. A little bit smaller, but it's got this new fancy LED face panel. That's pretty cool. Not 100% sure how I feel about that one compared to the other one, but it's new content, and I like some new content. What if I gave you the really small head, huh? Yeah, that might be better. What if I gave you the standard... What if I give you... Nope, that just looks even worse. I think I like this a little bit better. That'll work just fine. Cool. All right, so there we have it. A brand new Mark II robot. I like it. We also uncovered the power of using carts and moving stuff around in bulk. That will be very useful, especially if I want to expand to a much larger build here. I'm not sure when I decided to build so many square frames, but as you can see, I'm apparently building many of those. Have something to look into there. And we built ourselves a wonder wheel. Awesome. So there you have it. That's all I got for you guys today here in the Autonauts. If this looks like the channel for you, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. As always, stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar out.